Next up on Tuned Into NoCo, I get to speak with the Kawasaki Kids Foundation Executive Director and Founder, Sean Logan. Sean, it's great having you on our show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. First off, can you explain to our listeners who don't know what Kawasaki disease is and why you started the Kawasaki Kids Foundation?
Sure. So Kawasaki disease is inflammation in the blood vessels. It mostly affects kids 0 to 5 years of age. And it has a vital 10-day window to be diagnosed and treated before it turns into full heart disease in the child. My middle son, Cooper, was diagnosed 9 years ago with Kawasaki disease. He unfortunately missed the diagnosis, was diagnosed on 12 and a half days in. So he missed the vital 10-day window and then suffered a giant coronary aneurysm. And so we decided to start the foundation to help other kids just like Cooper and get more awareness, get more education out there and support the kids that are diagnosed yearly.
Where is Kawasaki disease? Like, is it from a certain area in the world?
No,
or
the Kawasaki part of it came from Dr. Kawasaki in 1967. It was known as a disease. It's pretty rare. We have about 6,000 cases a year that are in the United States.
Really?
And so, it's still rare. And a lot of doctors see the symptoms that come from Kawasaki disease as the same symptoms as strep throat, hand, foot, and mouth, those ones that they see constantly.
No way.
And so they're more apt to diagnose those than Kawasaki disease.
Gotcha. So what sets apart Kawasaki disease as far as symptoms go from, like you said, foot and mouth disease?
So the biggest one is 102 plus fever for 5+ days. So that's continual fever for 5 days from the child. Now they can give medications and the fever can kind of ebb and flow, but it will always stay high and then it'll go down a little bit and it'll go right back to that height. And then enlarged lymph nodes, red strawberry tongue, red eyes. Some kids get peeling hands and feet. They can get a rash across the whole body. And so there are some markers that are strep throat-like, with the enlarged lymph nodes, but you have to have a doctor that's very on the ball, who's maybe seen a few cases. And then you have to have a really parents that are advocates and just have a gut reaction that something's not right.
Yeah. Wow. Important to know these things. That's very interesting. So your website says that your foundation has raised more than $1 million and you guys have saved at least 100 kids. That's incredible.
Yeah. It's really, we started this, it's always the cliche, if we could save one kid, but that was really where we were at. We were like, okay, if we can save one kid, and it just kept growing and growing, and we keep getting more and more stories about how, they'll walk in with an iPad or a computer or their phone with our website on it or social media videos that we've done and give it right to the doctor and that have saved the kids. And so, we're just ecstatic, with what we're doing. And we're here in Colorado, but we're really a nationwide nonprofit.
Wow. Well, it's incredible what you guys do. And your foundation actually is putting on its 9th annual golf tournament coming up July 18th, which sounds like a blast. I know you're super busy with that. What should people know?
Yeah. So like you said, we're in our 9th year. It grows every year. We are sold out, but we are looking for sponsors. So it's really a fun time. We have food trucks out there and it's just not the normal golf tournament that you usually have. So it's just, it's just a lot more entertaining and it's for kids. I mean, you really can't go wrong with that. And so we're looking for sponsors. We're looking for auction items. That's kind of our last push this last week and a half. It is at July 18th at Ptarmigan. And if we're looking for some whole sponsors to fill the last few pieces. And so if there's some businesses out there that would like to jump on board, we'd love to have them.
Perfect. And if someone's listening who'd like to get more information, where should they go?
They can contact us at kawasakikids.org. And it's just spelled just like the motorcycle, kawasakikids.org, and just go through the contact page and that'll come right to me. And then you can even find it under the event page, has information there that they can set up as a sponsor. So it's really easy. And we raise about $100,000. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year.
Wow.
And so we're just looking for a few more local companies who are willing to give back and also that want to get in front of 144 community elite business owners. And if I was marketing myself, that's where I'd want to be.
Definitely. For anyone else who'd like to say buy a ticket, are they still available at this point?
They're not. You'd have to sponsor to get in.
Okay. So sponsor you guys.
Yeah, right. That's really about the only way you can do it. All the teams are filled. And so if you sponsor, you can come and hang out. And we have a really cool company called Rockwell Watches. They come out of Salt Lake City. So every player comes in and they get a really cool $150 watch and you get a pick from that. And so it's just a fun way for us to grow our reach, raise a ton of money to be able to support these kids. And it's my favorite event by far.
Definitely. And you guys are holding this at Ptarmigan Country Club, right?
Ptarmigan, yeah. We've been there for 8 years. We love it over there. They do tournaments very well. We're very pleased. So
sweet. And what time is that happening on the 18th?
It will start at 9:00.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys heard that. It's happening at Ptarmigan Country Club. If you want to sponsor, definitely get on their website, kawasakikids.org. For our listeners who say would like to get more involved with your foundation, is there a way they could donate or volunteer?
Yeah. So, it's always, we're always looking for volunteers. We do a huge 3-day cornhole tournament that'll be over Labor Day weekend. We do a lot of other events here in town, and they can donate right through the website. So that's easy. And we love it all. So if they want to volunteer, we're looking for volunteers at the golf tournament also. We've got probably 4 to 6 more spots to fill. So if there's some people out there that want to come out and get a good suntan and hang out at a golf tournament, we'll take them.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a blast. Seriously.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Sean, again, thank you for joining me. Is there anything else you'd like our listeners to know?
No, I think that, we appreciate your support and just know the symptoms. If you don't donate, if you don't sponsor, just go out and check the website and really learn the symptoms, because you could save a kid, you could save your grandkid, you could save your own child. And you just have to know, we didn't know what the disease was. And unfortunately, we missed that diagnosis date. And so time is of the essence. And so knowing the symptoms really puts your child or your grandkid into a better situation and ultimately can save that heart.
Absolutely. Well, if you guys have, it sounds like you have some events down the line, definitely reach out. I'd love to have you on our show again.
We would love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This was great. Super informative. For our listeners, if you guys want more information about the disease, the foundation, or the golf tournament, visit kawasakikids.org.